Welcome back to another episode of Wit Luv By Lex with your biggest host in the land. Big Lex, not the little one. And of course, I have my favorite guy, my right hand. I don't even know if I really want to go down the whole list. We got drop top chest,
You see.
homeowner chest,
Hold on.
might hit your baby mama chest,
Hold on.
single
How you make it up?
dog and daddy chest, and I got another one for you. Big manager chest.
That's crazy.
Winners only media. You did.
You know it's crazy. I'm probably ashy right now. I ain't put no lotion on.
They ain't gonna see that.
We thugging though.
We thugging. What we say we outside thugging. We don't need cable.
Big chest, drop top chest, single father doggy chest, might hit your baby mama chest. Got big legs.
Not a little one. I'm finna
Bartender
be
legs.
Ice out. Bartender legs. Big legs.
Iced out legs.
About to be what? Just.
I mean,
know
the names is coming, boy.
The names is coming for showskis.
We need to restart.
But I want to go ahead and let y'all know that we on our bully. We're definitely gonna bring the put me on game vibes to the building tonight, to the episode. So we really hope y'all enjoy. But I really want to introduce this with our sexy drink exclusive for the night because we came up with something wicked.
Oh my God, this is.
So the Blanco family, we like a nice little dirty lemonade, and if you don't know what that is, it's Douce and lemonade. And that little baby been marinating for about a week.
About two of them.
About two of them almost. And then we did something a little crazy. We threw that teleport in there. Oh! Oh!
Yeah, I see mine already gone.
Listen, this like cup number 3, 4. You shows it. It's
A little Arnold Palmer with it.
Okay.
Arnold Palmer, if you know what I mean. If you smart, you know.
You know the vibes. Do you feel like that's a Southern thing?
Yes.
Arnold Palmers. You know how West you have to tell them you want sweet tea? Like if you say like you want tea, they'll bring you unsweetened tea. It's the most disgusting thing I've ever had in my life.
That's crazy.
You know what's even crazier? I drank so much sweet tea growing up, I hardly even drink sweet tea now.
I've been a lemonade over sweet tea person.
Really?
Yeah, but as I'm like adulting and like my taste buds is.
I'm a lemonade girly now. Raspberry lemonade,
Ooh.
that blueberry lemonade go fat. Hey, next dirty lemonade, I'm gonna throw it's gonna go crazy. Sprinkle. Shout out to Chesterr. Sprinkle. So, we got some very controversial topics tonight.
I love it.
And in ways, I'm kind of glad it's just us. So that way we don't have no outside, conflicts and confrontation for what we're going to get to rapping about tonight. Because the drinks is flowing. It's feeling real good. And if you watching this, don't take nothing to heart. Truthfully. You should never. If you get offended, obviously, that's your own feelings. It's your own projection. Everybody has a right to an opinion. So.
What Dirk say, this is all props for the police listening.
You can feel how you feel. Because one thing about me, I don't give a fuck. I'll be the first to tell y'all I do not care. So, without further ado, I feel like I should just go ahead and introduce the first topic because it's going to ease our way into the second one.
I'm ready. Let's get it.
How important is self-validation to you?
I would love for us to say the definition of it in this. So, like,
okay.
I don't have my phone to look it up and say it over the phone.
Well, I could look it up right now. Self-validation. Because if I told y'all my version of self-validation compared to what it really is, I mean, they really go hand in hand.
Just because people going to take it any type of way. Of course, we had that.
For sure. But to give y'all the exact definition of what self-validation is, it is the feeling of having recognized, confirmed, or established one's own worthiness or legitimacy.
You said how important it is?
How important is it?
It's not to me.
So you don't feel like it's important for you to have your own self validation?
I don't think I recognize the work that I do and the effect that I have on
Okay.
people and the things. I don't like people tell me, but it's like I don't uh
You haven't come to terms with
yeah.
like the
I'm not
awareness,
accepting
the
yeah.
impact. Yeah.
I'm not accepting of it. It's just like all right, the
Yeah.
train keeps moving.
So you know how we talk about how we feel, whether we're dating or we want to be in a relationship.
Mhm.
I don't need anybody's validation to make me feel good. Like, I don't need a partner. I want a partner. But
Yeah.
even still, I don't even know if I really want a partner because I don't know if I want the chaos. And it's not even that it becomes chaos, but I've become so comfortable with being by myself. I don't want to disturb that peace. But
Yeah.
before, I would have my partner to seek validation, giving me like that reassurance, letting me know like how good of a person I am or good of a partner. And now I don't need that.
See, I've never needed that. Like I ain't gonna say never because never is so definitive.
Yeah.
But like in life, I've never had it, so I've never needed it.
Yeah.
So now it plays a part in relationships where it's just like, bro, like
It ain't really much you could do for me.
yeah, like I'm so in. Before it was hurt, and I'm like, it's nothing you could do for me. But now it's peace. I'm good. Life is
Yeah.
great. There's nothing you really could do for me, so unless you really like gonna do something for me.
That's true. Because I feel like, you know me and my dating history. So
Mm-hmm.
dealing with the people I've dealt with, there's no room for insecurities.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you have any form of insecurity, you're going to throw yourself in the biggest overthinking stage. You're going to do the most. But self validation, I feel like, does keep you in that space of being secure in yourself.
Yeah.
Like, I do feel like insecurities and self validation go hand in hand. Because if you're not secure in yourself, then you can't be secure in who you are when you have a partner. So I do feel like that's important. Because it's a lot of people who lose themselves when they get a partner, but it's because they're looking for that validation in their partner.
I can't do that no more.
Yeah, like, I'm not finna apply to fish for swimming. That's not how it's going. You want that, and I'm not gonna give it to you.
No.
So I do feel like self validation is important, but I think it's interesting that some people who lack self validation have such huge egos.
Yeah. It's real. It's really weird that.
Like, where's the balance?
Pick a struggle.
Yeah, please, please pick a. You have to pick a struggle. Personally, Lauren London's podcast she did with Angie Martinez, she was talking about her and Nip and the whole like loving in the ego thing. That's one of the things that I definitely pray for, is to have my ego removed. I don't want to do anything on this earth with my ego at all. How important do you think it is to remove your ego in anything that you do?
You have to remove it from anything to be great. In some instances, you need it. Sports, you definitely need it. Like, I don't think you could be successful without ego in sports. Outside of that, I really don't know. Like, I don't know. I'm a very humble person.
Yeah.
Outside of gambling.
Ego, I feel like ego and not 2K.
Outside of gaming and gambling, the GGs.
I do think ego and arrogance go hand in hand when it comes to a man. Whereas a woman, so loving someone in your ego can be like jealousy or possession, entitlement, things like that. I do feel like for a man, it's a little bit stronger than what it is for a woman. Because the men who have really big egos feel like they're entitled to whoever they want whenever they want, and that's not how this works.
Yeah, it's a lot of people in power too. Like,
yeah,
you have the whole world in your hands, and and these people, I could have them do whatever I want. It's just like you get stuck in that.
Ooh. I feel like this is gonna be crazy that I'm about to hit you with this, but men who are having their way, making money, their egos play a big role into how they treat women.
10,000%. 10,000%.
Okay.
10,000%.
Do you think it has any play on them being faithful?
10,000% and 1%. A lot of guys are goofy.
Money don't ever unlame you.
It don't.
Money, you could be corny without money, but you could also be corny with money. And I don't think a lot of people understand that.
You could be cool without money and then be a cornball with the money.
Yeah. Like, some people, they do let the money change them. For sure. It's just very important to know who you are. And I feel like that's where, like, that self-validation comes back into play. Like, you have to know who you are before the money and even with the money. And that's what separates your ego and your arrogance.
Give me a percentage of just our age group that you think know themselves. Because I think a smooth 15 for real. 15, maybe 20. Just because we're a little more advanced in our earlier years than past generations.
I would definitely probably say like 20% max. 20 is going to be the, like, what I'm capping out at. Only because social media still has a lot of people messed up, especially in our generation, because we grew with the social media. We created the new, like, societal norms when it comes to social media. So it's different for us. A lot of people still don't know who they are. But I do feel like we are far more advanced than previous generations when it comes to knowing who we are. In the sense of, we don't really care about the older generations or what they have to say. And we want to do what makes us happy. Yeah. So I do feel like that's why it is a little bit more, I wouldn't even say important, but we're so much more advanced in that. But you do have a lot of people who are still following each other. A lot of people are not comfortable with being by themselves. They're not comfortable with being the lone sheep or the lone wolf, walking in their own. They don't know how. They're afraid to. It's so weird because it's almost like we have a lot of wisdom in this age range. We really do. But a lot of people don't know how to articulate that.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are afraid of actually not even speaking on who they are, because I will say this generation and the one right before us, they don't care. They'll tell you how they feel. Mm-hmm. But now it's in the sense of, I'm gonna tell you how I feel when I want to, which is important because it does have to be on your terms. But at the same time, you have to know when is the right time. Timing is everything. And that's also important that a lot of people they'll burn bridges at the wrong time. For sure. And it's like, please, you just had to hold on either a little bit longer or you should have did it a little bit sooner. Like, but that also comes with experience. So, yeah. That's kind of how I feel about that.
Am I weird for loving life and its challenges? I'm gonna explain that more, but like the bad, I feel like at this point I can't be faced with nothing. Yeah. Maybe because it's like a certain time period that I can't get through. I hate that I really just said that because I don't want nothing to go bad. But it's nothing, like I've been through it all.
It's nothing. So that's the thing. We think we've been through it all. But God always puts us in very off the wall situations before we elevate to the next level or before we move on to the next space. You are just in a space where you are positive that whatever is thrown at your way, you have the coping skills, you have the tools to be able to handle it. We know that life is challenging. We do. We know that's what life is. So the fact that you've accepted that and you're like, what's up with it? Let's keep on going. Let's keep on. But you've also come to terms with challenges comes growth. So that's why I feel like for you it's a little bit different. Cause I ain't gonna lie, I be looking at it sometimes like, God, are you tired of beating me up yet? Which then I'll be like, you're not really beating me up. I'm just being dramatic right now because I don't really want to deal with it. But sometimes you gotta be dramatic. Sometimes you don't really have to be dramatic. I'm dramatic.
I'm exaggerating. I love to be exaggerate everything.
Yeah, like I feel like we do enjoy like the peace and the calm, but at the same time, I've gotten so accustomed with please don't do the like all the extra, all the dramatic antics. I'm not here for it. So it doesn't really matter what it is. Like, please, can we just relax? Can we just take a chill pill? Can we just? Not this week, Lord. We could try again next week. Like, do you ever feel like you have like those weeks or like those days where you're like, it's just a lot going on right now. I just need a break.
Since Wit Luv By Lex debut, I think this has been the most, and it's crazy because it's not even you or anything else. It's literally it's like I'm trying to give this my 10,000% focus, and I set every play up, and then boom, 60 hours of work every week. Boom. All right.
It's
now
hella obstacles in a way right now.
And it's just like, bro, like,
it's hella obstacles in a way, and
I just want to work.
That's it. I don't want to do like, bro, work right now. I'm telling you, I'm so overworked because it's not what I want to do. It's cool. It's a paycheck, whatever, and it's decent. Like, I work Monday through Friday. I always have my weekends off, but it's like, bruh, I don't care about y'all. I hear y'all fuss every morning. I don't want to start my day with the same BS every morning. I don't. They ask me, like, why don't you talk to us most mornings? I don't want to talk to y'all. I don't have to talk to y'all. If we was in the office, I would literally walk past y'all and act like I didn't see you. So I don't even know. It's not that. Like, I don't want to deal with it. And truth be told, like, bro, when I punch that clock at 5 o'clock, I'm so happy. I'm like, my day can start. And it's like, I shouldn't even feel like that, but it's work. It's just a check.
It is. I think, and I'm only saying this because recently I've been waking up at 5:30.
Yeah.
And you know me.
Yeah.
At 6:45, I'm leaving the crib by 7.
Yeah.
Out the door. But I've really been waking up earlier, spending time with Sun, Melodies from Heaven, Preach, Turn Your Click Up, Never Gonna Lose, Cold and Crazy, Devilback Boy.
Hey,
I mean, it's a whole mix every morning. Boom, by the time I listen to all that, get my mind right, peace, money, motivation, out the door.
Yeah.
I'm good. I think that's really what's been saving me lately.
Yeah.
Throughout this whole
You have a nice
process.
routine, and it's a disciplined routine. And it's wild because we've been turning up in the mix.
And it's funny because like, yo, y'all turn it up, y'all recording it. I'm like, bro, look, if you just knew the frustration of recording for 2 hours and you can't put it out because of technical difficulties, it's
y'all don't
so
even know
crazy.
the half. Like, it's really, it can be frustrating, but at the same time, it's almost like a blessing in disguise because it's like you almost know that it was probably gonna be some BS. Yeah. But it's like, oh well, we got plenty more to talk about. We got plenty more to film. It's cool. Like, I'm good. But
now that the summer's coming to a close, right?
Oh man, summer is over. It gets dark at like 7 o'clock.
Which is crazy. You have a lot of friends, different shapes, sizes, colors.
Associates,
correct. Part and self-serve. This is normally around the season of,
seasonal depression.
Season of depression?
Mm-hmm.
Holidays.
Seasonal depression. As soon as it starts getting dark, early.
I wasn't gonna pivot that way,
Oh, okay.
but I was gonna pivot to everybody's trying to get
Oh, they blue team.
little LMA.
They little boot up.
Yeah.
Ah.
How do you feel about multiple partners in dating these days?
So here's the thing about dating. Okay. Nobody's gonna judge you for sleeping with multiple people, but I don't really feel like that's in your best interest. However, you can date multiple people while we're still young. So you're getting the choice of figuring out what you like and don't like in people. You can pick and choose. Well, this person, I like this, but I don't like that. This person, I like that, but I don't like this. This person has this and this, but they don't have this. So it's almost like it's like a multiple choice test almost. So you're really trying to figure out, okay, is this what I want? Is this not what I want? But boundaries are really key in dating. You have to assert yourself in what you want. Personally, draft season for the holidays is coming up. This is around the time everybody does get booed up.
It's the combine time.
You feel me? So, but me personally, we got some.
Do you still feel got it in you
to be like in my future era?
To be a serial dater.
To be a serial dater? No. I wouldn't necessarily say a serial dater, but I don't even have a roster, but I also am not like a serial dater either. Someone does have my attention. I think I'm scared. I think that's what a lot of it is. I'm scared because every time I do give somebody my all, it ends up going left. And with what I have going on right now, I don't want to put nobody in that with me.
Yeah.
Like, just enjoy the vibes.
What's the trial period? Because I'm a
90 days type of girl.
I'm really trying to.
And I'm not talking about 90 days without getting no.
You know what I mean?
I'm talking about you got 90 days before I figure out if I'm about to get you up out of here.
Because I've been exploring. Because all my business, and I'm really trying to figure out what's the time period in my head until all right, what? Because I already know from right now what I want to do. Yeah. But it's for me, respect your time to give you some time to think about it.
I give people 90 days, typically. Most people probably don't even make it past the 60-day mark, for real.
They don't.
So they don't. And it's really off the strength of, I do 90 days because that's 3 months. You give somebody 3 months, you're going to see them. They're going to have some bad days in that 3 months. They're going to have some really good days. There's going to be at some point where y'all piss each other off within that 90 days. There's going to be somewhere where they get on your nerves or you get on theirs. So y'all are going to have a pretty good time frame of figuring out, not depending on how serious, y'all are being, but and how much time, face-to-face time you're spending in person, quality time, actually going out on dates, actually spending quality time, having mature conversations. Those are all important within that 90-day mark. Because you could be rocking with somebody for 6 months and never be serious.
Yeah.
But you have 90 days to be serious. You have 90 days to show me what's up.
I think I'm trying to figure that out. Because this is new.
And it's almost like, it's not that you're giving people ultimatums or you're trying to force someone's hand.
No, I am.
But think about it. Jobs give you a 90-day probation period before they put you on benefits. Yep. So I'm going to put you on 90 days before I give you benefits for me.
Because I've been doing a little sprinkle.
Here and there.
Just sprinkle. So it's just all right, I'm going to see how you going to react. What are you going to do? And if you just accepting everything, and I ain't. I
They
mean,
ain't
like
getting nothing back.
it's like, all
What you doing?
right, cool. We just,
Come here, baby girl. What you doing? What you doing?
you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just interesting. Cause before you know me. You the only person that really know the lover boy
Yeah.
in me,
But the lover, like, I do feel like
cause it's different. I'm not.
us being who we are.
Yeah.
First of all, you know me. If you meet my friends,
Yeah.
that's big. That's big because I don't do that. If you meet my friends, it's really on some like humbug, like on some quick hoopla, not even no turning up. Like it's something fun, something quick, not long term, maybe 2 hours max. It's nothing too crazy. But to do a lot, to be affectionate in front of my friends, that's a lot for me. And my friends know me. For me to even bring someone around, I must rock with you just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
I gotta rock with you just a little bit. I wouldn't even say a little bit. I gotta rock with you a lot bit. Or I gotta be somewhat secure in who you are to know. Because not anybody is just meeting my friends. I don't do that. Out of all my friends, not even all my friends, but out of all your female friends, who do you think is the hardest? Not even to fall in love, but as lover girls. Because most of your female friends are lover girls.
All of them.
Yeah, they're all lover girls. Who do you think is the hardest to get to, like, really be like, yeah?
Like, hey, don't even try her.
I wouldn't even say, like, don't even try her, but, like, on some, like, she locked in with somebody. Like, she's serious. Like, somebody has her attention and she's serious.
Oh, like me being surprised by that?
Yeah.
You? You? I keep telling people, bro, y'all don't play around. You can't play around with you. Like, no, y'all cannot play. Whatever you thinking, step harder. Just stop.
Yeah, like you gotta come big dog, not
like no
little pup, no none of that, no chill. You gotta come big dog.
Don't
if
walk over here shy.
Don't have step, none of that. You can't have
no
step.
Emojis in the DMs.
None of that.
You better come with a plan.
Yeah,
nigga.
You gotta show me you him and not one of them.
Think about buying a house before you step to Big Lex.
Okay,
Tell you.
Hey, look, you gotta be talking to me nice. I'm talking push present house businesses. Invest in everything I want, everything I got, everything I need, all of that. Like I'm very secure in who I am, and like I said, like I tell anybody, I don't need a man. I want a man.
You got your father in your life. I
do got my daddy, but to be honest, I miss make it happen in my family for real. So if you're not a Mr. Make It Happen, he ain't doing nothing but a whole lot of capping in your rapping, and I don't want it.
You gonna call it out quick.
You feel me? And I'm gonna tell you about yourself. I'm gonna treat you accordingly. I'm gonna look at you for pure entertainment purposes. It's not gonna be nothing serious because I know you're not serious about me, and I'm not gonna be serious about you. So we could just wrap it up. We could have our fun. Whether that's, little dates, spontaneous dates, whatever that may be. But truth be told, like, you can kick rocks, skedaddle, my boy. That's really how I feel about it. So, but how do you feel as a man? What does having multiple partners as a man do for any man? Is it like an ego stroke type of thing, or how do you view that?
I think when we was growing up, I just speak for me and what I've seen. We was growing up, you see the influence from the music, from the games, from your neighborhoods to what you think is cool, what you think is fly.
Yeah.
To like, oh man, like, because even you hear it now, but like, guys aren't supposed to be with one. We aren't made to be with one woman. Okay. But now, like, you just see influence from everywhere.
Yeah.
So I think it's just like they think that's cool, but and then scream loyalty. Like that's not loyalty.
They don't go hand in hand.
That's not loyalty. Like
it's interesting to me because I do personally feel like men who can't settle down with one woman, something traumatic happened in their life when they were younger, as to why they can't just be with one woman. And it is like an ego thing when it's almost like they have to get every bad shorty they see.
They want to be praised for something.
You feel me? And
good
to
job.
be honest, no offense, but like when you die, what is that gonna do for you?
Nothing.
Absolutely nothing. So let's be real. And I saw a clip the other day. I want to say his name's like Tony Gaskins or something like that. He was saying that he respects men who are married but are faithful men and providers, because traditionally that's what a man is. He's a provider, he's loyal, he leads, da da da. We could go down the list, but it's like for you to be loyal, for you to be faithful to one woman, making it work, you are the epitome of a man, essentially. So I mean, when we're talking about traditionalism, that is very accurate. Would you be a man in a polygamy relationship? Would you ever have one?
I always said, even from like when I was young, like my girl could have a girlfriend.
You'd be okay with that?
Yeah, I don't have to be involved with her, but my girl could have if like she like that's her. Yeah, I'm not intimidated by that.
My girl, have a girlfriend.
And honestly, that song probably sparked that. It probably sparked that. I'm not gonna lie to you. But I'm not, you know me, I'm not an insecure guy.
Yeah, that's true.
Like a lot of shit I'm like cool with because I'm
Terrorist.
secure with myself because I handle shit.
Terrorist.
So, yes. But when you handle shit, certain shit go. It ain't going to bother me now.
It's wild because...
Damn, both on me. That's different.
So, yeah.
But,
okay.
I mean, I ain't gonna turn it down. I ain't gonna turn it down.
Because I'm going to take it there. Because I'm going to take it there.
Because
I'm going to take it there.
If that's your shorty, that's your shorty.
It's wild because, it's somebody who I was dealing with, recently. And
yes, she could live with us. Cool.
Oh, you with all the shits. So somebody I was dealing with recently brought it to my attention that, we was out, and he used to deal with this shorty, and he told shorty, like, yeah, I've been rocking with shorty, and she was like, what's up? I said, excuse me?
That's crazy. That's crazy.
What do that mean? Trying to, yeah. And let me tell you, I don't know if it's because I was lit or if I truly just didn't give a fuck. But bro was like, she want to see how it is first, with me, and then we could see what's up. And let me tell you what my goofy ass said. I said, well, you test it out and let me see how it is. And then based off your response, you let me know how it is. And then we could go from there. Yo, when I thought about it the next morning when I woke up, I said, either you don't give a fuck about this man, you're a lunatic, or you're really open to having your first threesome.
Yeah.
Yo.
I feel like that's one of them in the moments. Like,
it was an in the moment thing.
But you just gotta like.
But I had to respect it because the way how he approached me about it, I really think it was all in the approach as to why I respected it so much. And I've never been approached like that. So I think that's why I was like, well, you let me know. Because if it's like that, then, and the thing, there's a thing. I know shorty. No, she eat that cat for Shosky. Hey, yo. You heard it here first on the Wit Luv By Lex podcast.
The school is very small.
Yeah. Bitch, shake that ass.
Oh, man. Shout out to Be Sexy.
Hey. Bend that ass over. Shout out to Sexy Red. I rock with Shorty the long way. I do think she pregnant by Drake, but
That'd be crazy.
that'll be crazy work. But I ain't gonna hold you though. I wouldn't put it past him. I would not put it past Drake. I really wouldn't. You know, and I just feel like this is gonna be crazy work to even discuss, but we have people that have been around us and we talk about it very often. Self-destruction. How, not even just for ourselves, but who's responsible for self-destruction? Obviously, it sounds like a rhetorical question, but when you care and love about people, how hard is it to hold them accountable for their self-destruction?
I feel like you can't be an enabler, and that's something I've personally have been of just feeling like everything's gonna be okay. You've done nothing wrong, but in reality, of you're causing these problems. Like you really have to look in the mirror and like, all right, I'm fucking up.
Yeah.
If you can't, if me telling you that you're fucking up, and you can tell yourself you're fucking up, and you continue on, at some point I gotta let go.
We talk about this all the time. Self-awareness, self-reflection, and self-actualization are all key when it comes to self-destruction. But a lot of people are so content with who they are. They don't care to grow. And they're very accepting of their situation and content and stagnant. So they don't really know how to maneuver through that. So I do feel like that plays like a major role in self-destruction. But you can have self-destruction in numerous ways, though. It could be from a emotionally intoxicated perspective. It could be from poor coping mechanisms. Numerous things, for real. Like, you just never really know. It just depends on who that person is, who your friend is, and how you're watching them navigate through life, for real. Because I've watched it from all perspectives. Shit, I ain't gonna hold you. I've been in it in numerous perspectives. But accountability is big. You have to want to change. You have to observe what's going on around you and be like, what do I want to do to make my situation better? Are you going to accept it? Because think about it. Relationships, we got plenty of friends in terrible situations. And we have been enablers. But I tell any of my friends, I don't really care. You could tell me about your partner, your significant other, what they've done, how they hurt you, da 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 da. Once you tell me like a couple times, I'm pretty much over it.
Yeah.
But once you can continue to talk to me about it, when I'm not really gonna care. But I'm not gonna continue to be that person and be like, oh, you need to leave. Oh, you need to leave. Because obviously I've told you before, but you're not coming to terms with that. So we're gonna let it go. However, you can, as a person, you can only withstand being hurt so much before you finally let go. How far are you willing to let yourself go before you're too far gone? And that's a big question that you have to ask yourself or bring up to your friends, whoever they are, when you're watching people self-destruct. And it's hard getting them to reel back in. It really is, because they lose themselves and they don't know who they are anymore. And you don't know who they are, but you know who they used to be. Yeah. And you can't get them back to who they once were because they no longer are that person. And that sucks. That's like the dagger right there. For sure.
It is what it is.
Trust me, you get what you give.
End of the day, I'm going to be happy. I can't.
For Showski.
Got love, but I'm going to be happy at the end of the day.
Okay. I'm going to live my life.
Talk to him.
You feel me? So, you know, as my right hand,
yes.
How do you feel like men try to understand women?
They don't. Not at all. They don't. How real can I be with Love by Lex?
All the way.
Y'all don't even try to understand him to get the cat for real. Y'all just be like...
Niggas will talk themselves out the coochie real fast.
Seen it happen live too many times. Scaring the hoes with ease. Lord Jesus.
You're scaring the hoes.
I said that one time too. I fucked the whole night up.
I don't watch some homies scare the hoes for sure, but
I said it in front of the hoes. You scaring the hoes.
Yeah.
Stop.
you are. It's interesting because we know men are logical thinkers, women are emotional creatures. So it's very different for us compared to men. And I've talked about it before. As a woman, when you do learn to articulate yourself logically to a man, from emotion to logic to a man, it's very interesting because if you can do that, it's almost like a superpower.
Yep.
It is. But it's very, very difficult for a man to articulate himself to where a woman can understand him. But men also don't understand women's logic. And don't get me wrong.
It ain't always the smartest.
It isn't. Girl math is definitely, sometimes I'm not going to lie, girl math is very dumb. But respectfully, men are dumber. So you have to know like what you're working with. What do they say? Your target audience.
I think once you like really realize, as a terrorist, I mean, you know, our emotions is very.
Y'all are pretty in tune.
In tune, but everywhere.
Punk ass niggas. I love my dog. I'm not talking about him now.
So you have to like. I know like expressing myself isn't the best.
Right.
So I had to work on that.
Yeah.
Okay, now that I know this and I'm developed. And I can articulate it. Mm-hmm. And of course, I'm a very logical thinker.
Yeah.
So, combine the two, I can understand where you're coming from.
Yeah.
As long as you can understand, you ain't got to agree with it, but you understand the other side. A lot of people don't want to
understand and comprehend.
Yes.
Understand and comprehend. Men, see, this is the thing. Women definitely move on when we're on a level 10 and the man is on a level 5, the woman is irrational because she's on emotions. Mm-hmm. And the man is being more rational because he's being more logical. Then when it's the other way around, we be laughing at y'all and y'all get pissed off. And the whole time you don't realize that the woman is like, okay, but you're doing a lot. You tweaking out. You're doing way too much right now.
I just can't explain why.
You can't. And it's difficult. I don't really think, in general, we don't really. It's very difficult for both genders to understand one another. Mm-hmm. Because if you can't articulate your emotions for someone to understand, no one's ever going to be heard. It's just always going to be a lot of rah-rah all the time. Which is interesting.
Not in my household. We ain't arguing about shit.
Hey.
You right.
I don't do that arguing.
I ain't doing arguing.
I don't do that arguing. You want to argue? You can go argue by yourself. Because I'm not arguing with nothing.
So I signed up is a law school.
Okay, I'm not arguing with nothing. Nothing. You're not a man, not nothing. And it's weird because it's so crazy. So in therapy, we was talking about how just the feeling of where I can like sense like an argument like brewing. I can feel like I can sense the hostility. Mm-hmm. It like I can feel it forming. It starts to irritate me. And it really pisses me off because I don't like to argue. And it's like, if you have something to say it. I'm not gonna be mad at you. Just say what the fuck you gotta say and get it over with.
Because I think people think like a conversation is an argument.
They do.
Like where we just
they don't understand that you can sit here and have a conversation and it's not an argument. Me expressing my feelings, me telling you how I feel, and you telling me your opinion or how that makes you feel, that is not an argument. An argument is a debate when we're sitting here going back and forth with opinions and we're rah-rah at each other. I'm not doing all that. We're having a normal conversation, understanding each other, trying to grasp how each other feel. So why do you feel like conflict or confrontation? This isn't confrontation. Confrontation is, boom, I came up to you on some, oh, you did X, Y, and Z, and it pissed me off. So da 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 da. That's what confrontation is. I'm not going to those depths. I'm not going to those extremities because at that point, you're doing way too much for me. You're at like a 10, and I need you to bring it down to like a 3. Because if you're at a 10, I'm gonna walk away from you, and you're gonna look like you're stupid because you can do that by yourself. I'm not doing that with you. So no, it's not going down. I don't. That arguing, being petty, being spiteful, you can keep all that to yourself. There's no real.
It's nothing positive in it.
No, it's not. It's a waste of energy.
And once you realize, is this has a positive impact on my life? No, I don't need to do it then.
Yeah, like what is if I sit here and argue with you? What is that really doing for me? Me arguing with anyone on this planet, what is it doing for me? It's not doing anything. It's not bringing me any positivity, no fulfillment, no good energy, no good vibes, no none of that. So what am I sitting here really doing this with you for? And that's the thing. I tell people all the time, don't piss me off. Oh, that's one of my number one go-tos. Do not piss me off. And I think people get that confused and misconstrued with, like, when I say don't piss me off, it's like I want to argue, and it's not that I want to argue. When I say don't piss me off, it means don't piss me off, because if you piss me off to where I feel like I got to get out of character, you're cut. You're done for. So, can't even do it. Nope, you can go ahead and cancel that. Cancel that, all them shenanigans. You could go to hell. I don't give a fuck. I'm sorry, I don't. So you already know the vibes.
Yeah.
Every episode we do the Wit Love. What would Lex do on the Wit Luv By Lex podcast? And I have the choice of answering it toxic or healthy. Old me versus new me. What you got for me today? He got some shit up his sleeve, y'all.
What do you do? What would Lex do?
Talk to me now.
If you care a lot about somebody.
Oh, shit.
Got a lot of love for somebody that's close to you. Been close to you for a long time.
Okay.
But you have to move on with your life. Like, you can't wait around for somebody. Do you have a conversation? Do you move on with your life? What would Lex do?
Are we talking about partners or friends?
Friends that know it could be potential partners, but there's obstacles in the way.
Been there, done that. Ain't going back. I feel like there's only the healthy me that could answer that, because toxic me didn't give a fuck. Move around. Healthy me, knowing when enough is enough. Letting go has always been very difficult for me. I don't necessarily say letting go is going to be easy for anyone, especially when you know who these people are and you have love for them. But for me personally, letting go is one of the most difficult things I could ever do. Because when I care about you and I have love for you and you've been in my circle for so long and I felt like at one point in time nobody could replace you, you ain't going nowhere. Respectfully. But at the same time, knowing enough is enough. And I feel like that's where the self-validation comes into play and my ego comes into play. Because before it used to be like an ego thing where almost like, why not me? But the self-validation in me is, there's nothing more that I can prove to you that I'm more than enough for you. But if you don't see that, I have nothing that I could do for you or show you or present to you. And if you present to me that you want to seek someone else or you want to seek you know, this friendship or whatever this situation is just friends or just a mutual caring friendship, that's cool. I'm good. But if you end up seeing that that's not what you want, don't try to spin the block. There is no spinning the block. I'm good off that. I'm good. You good. You picked your side. You could stand on that motherfucker. Because guess what I'm going to do? Stand on business, ho. I sure am. And I'm going to make you stand on yours. 10 toes every time. And if you know me, that's one thing I'm going to make you do. I'm going to make you stand on business.
Don't do that.
You chose your side. What Gucci say? You either with me or against me, or you in my way. You did.
Oh, man, that was good.
So, it's been good. I know y'all enjoy these vibes when it's me and my right hand. We always try to speak wisdom into y'all. I hope y'all really enjoyed this episode. You know, we work hard, but we play even harder. So, we love
Wednesday
y'all.
is up.
We love y'all. We love the vibes. Thank you for always tuning in to the Wit Luv By Lex podcast. Tune in to the Put Me On Game podcast as well. My right hand. If you need something, let us know. But thank you. We appreciate y'all, and we out.
We out.